Welcome. How are you? Happy last day of April. Can you believe it? Tomorrow is May. Where is the time going? Um, I don't know. I am Jennifer Kirk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Guelph, Ontario, and that is in the beautiful country of Canada. I made it. I have not been able to stamp with you. I try and go live every Wednesday, but I have not been able to stamp with you for a couple of weeks because my day job has been absolutely positively insane. So I missed you guys, but I am back. So we are going to, I'm just going to get my iPad set up here so I can see comments, at least on Facebook. If you're here watching me, please leave a comment so that I know it's working. You never know. You just never know with Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so it looks like I'm live. Yay. Let me just jump in here and see if I can see comments. I don't see comments. Oh, Milo's down here with me. He is snoring. All right, I can't see comments on my iPad. So let me just get out of here again. Oh, that's gonna watch. Okay. Anyway, I'm live. That's what matters. Hopefully, it's working on YouTube too. So a couple of things before we get started. Where do I even start? So we have a new catalog coming next week. So we have new catalog and new online exclusives. That is starting on May 6th. So lots of exciting products, lots of new things that are awesome. It does mean that there's a retirement list though. So there are things that have been added to the last chance. Some of them are on sale, some of them are regular price, but once they're gone, they're gone. They will not be coming back. So if you have something favorite that you love, a lot of the in colors that are retiring have, have already gone. Okay, so if you have something that you love, don't miss out. Get it now. Starting on May 6th, we also have a joining special. So we have a starter kit special. So it does mean that you're become a demonstrator, but you don't have to do videos. You don't have to demonstrate. You can just really get a discount on your shopping if that's what you want. You can join an amazing community of stampers. We have lots of fun. We get together a couple of times a month. We stamp together. We laugh. We do get together in person. Not often, but sometimes we do. So no matter where you are, you can still participate in all of the fun with the team, and we just share creativity, which is what we love to do. So the starter special starts on May 6th. It is $135. The cost is $135. You get to pick $220 worth of product. $220, and you pay $135, no shipping, and in most provinces, no tax. So that starts May 6th and it goes till May 31st. All right. So let's turn around. That's enough chit-chatting for today. Let's get stamping. Gotta find my proper screen. Okay. Leave a comment if you're here. I don't see any comments, so I don't know if things are working. All right, that's the wrong screen. Let me switch screens. There we go. Okay, so the card so we're gonna make a card today. I'm gonna show it to you. It is you can see my iPad in here. Let's move that out of the way. Isn't this pretty? Isn't this pretty? Can you see the new product on here? So we have a new embossing folder. It's called Pressed Flowers. This is new. This is from the Gallery Blooms. And these gorgeous gems are new. All right, so we're going to make this card. There's a couple of techniques that we're going to do. So we're going to first start with the background. So my friend Sandy McCullough gave me this inspiration this week because I've been kind of bankrupt. I've been bankrupt. I've just, work's been just absolutely insane and I've had no creativity. Okay, so I do see people here. If you are here, please leave a comment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create our background first. Okay, so hey Kathy, you're here. Yay! I made it. So we're gonna create our background. I'm gonna use Melon Mambo and Pretty in Pink. I'm gonna start with the lighter color first. I'm just gonna make sure that I don't have too much color on here. And we are just going to get sponging. We're going to make our own little background. So you will need a water pencil, okay? A water, what are those called? I can't remember. Okay, so I'm just putting on my Pretty in Pink on here. You did me too. All right, so I'm just going to add color. Okay, now remember, you can always add more. You can't take off, okay? I do want this pretty dark, so I am going heavier than what I normally would. And if I do get a little bit of splits and splatters, it doesn't really matter. We're good. Did you guys survive the storm last night? We had a really extremely intense, short duration storm come through Guelph last night. I know the storm system went across Ontario, but oh man, it was pretty scary there. We had lots of damage in the city, so we were good, thank goodness. And I haven't heard of any of my friends being impacted, but there's a lot of properties that didn't fare so well in Guelph. So hopefully all of you guys are well and you have no issues. We just had extremely intense wind and rain. It was a little bit crazy. I'm going to just add a little bit more. I do want the color to be pretty intense. Okay. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And let's add our Melon Mambo. So I'm going to start from the bottom and then work my way towards the middle. Okay, so we're going to turn that around. I do have scrap paper here just so that I don't have to clean my glass mat, but it's really easy to clean your glass mat if you do. Okay. Again, just kind of keep on adding ink until I'm happy with it. I'm going to blend these inks in a little bit here. Okay, really no rhyme or reason, just keep adding until you don't want to add anymore, until you're happy with it. And you can use whatever colors you want. You don't have to stick with these colors, okay? So I'm happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my ink so I don't get water in it. And I am going to take my, I don't have any water in it left. I should have checked. Okay, and all I'm going to do is flick some water. So I have a little bit of water in here. Dirty water, by the looks of that. The problem with this is I'm not going to be able to change. See how it's, I don't know, can you guys see that? See how it's giving you little splatters on here and it's changing the color of the ink? It's kind of cool. Okay, so we're just going to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a blank ink pad. This is where I need the water. And I'm going to take some of my craft white inker. I'm just going to put a little dot on here. Maybe a little bigger dot. Okay. And okay, now if I had a little bit more water in here, I would add some water on here. And then I'm just going to flick my white ink. So flick, flick, flick. Okay. And just keep adding the white ink. just making really kind of cool splatters. Okay. So then we could do the same thing with Memento. Now, for those of you that wanted Memento ink and couldn't get it, it is in stock. It's on low inventory again, but it is back in stock. So grab some if you want it. I'm just going to take a little bit of a re-inker. Add, oops, that came out too fast. Didn't want that much ink. Don't need that much ink. And then I'm just going to add some water to that. And I'm just going to add a little bit of black. Same thing. I'm just splattering. You do want to make sure you don't have anything around your workstation that you don't want to get splattered, because, you know, it does splatter everywhere. And then I'm just going to clean my brush. Run the water out till it runs clear. Until I run out of water. I've run out of water, but it's pretty clean. So we're good. And then we're just going to set that off to the side and let it dry. And that, my friends, you don't have to use the black. I wanted some contrast on it, so that's why I used the black. But if it's too dark for you, then just use the white. Or even just use the water. You could use Incastella if you don't have white craft. There's lots of things that you can do to make your own background. So we are going to let this dry. Look at my hands. I got ink everywhere. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay. So then what we're going to do, once it's dry, is we are going to bring in our Gallery Blooms dies. And we're going to use this one. Isn't this cool, this frame? So we put that down and run it through our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I'm just going to pull out my pieces here because I've already done this. This was, so I don't know if you guys noticed here, right? So this piece goes in the middle. When you cut it out, you get 3 frames. Okay. So I've used the inside frame on this card. This actually goes this way. So I used that frame. I have these 2 left. I also ran it through in basic white, and I have the same things with the basic white. Okay, so we are just going to use these pieces. I'm going to let that dry before I cut it, and let's put that off to the side. So that's what we do with the background. I could actually use the one we just made, but let's get coloring. So I've done some of the coloring, and I stamped this in Memento ink, and then I colored some of it. So I left 1 flower bud and 1 leaf to color with you, so I can show you what I did. Okay, so my flower, I did Melon Mumbo and Pretty in Pink. So I use these colors. I'm going to start with my dark Melon Mumbo, and I'm going to just put it, I got to get my glasses on so I can actually see. I am going to try, so what I do is I try and visualize, okay, which petals are in the front and which petals are in the back. So this petal here is in the back. So I'm going to add lots of shading to this guy all the way around here. Okay, so that's my dark Melon Mumbo. I'm going to come in with my light Melon Mumbo, and I'm just going to extend that out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with my dark Pretty Pink and go up. I'm going over top of the Melon Mumbo, and because it's a lighter color going over top of a darker color, it actually acts a little bit like a color lifter. Okay, and that's how you get that variegated look. And then I just kind of wisp up some of the medium there. Okay, and then we're going to do the same on this one. So this one here is behind. Okay, so that's my dark. I'm going to do my light Melon Mumbo. I'm just going to extend these colors out. Come in with my dark petal pink, not petal pink, sorry, pretty in pink. And then I'm going to come in with my light, pretty pink, and extend that all the way out. And then I'm going to take my light and go over everything. And then come in with my medium and just add a little bit more in there. There. Okay, and then this one. So we just kind of continue doing the same thing. I'm going to do 2 right now because this is a small one. And that's a small one. That's the dark. My mid-tone. I am using 4 colors here, so I have 2 lights. So how are you guys doing? I missed you. My stamp room is a crazy cutting room right now. We are preparing for our Fun Fold Frenzy that I'm doing with my friend Barb. And oh my goodness, there is a lot of cutting. So it is lots of fun. If you like cutting, it's lots of fun. Can't wait though. The registration for that is still open, so you can find my registration or Barb's registration on our social media, and you can join us. We're going to do it over Zoom, so it doesn't matter where in Canada you are. You do need to be in Canada, but we are going to do it over Zoom, so we're so excited. And we're going to do 6 cards, and it's all fun folds. So I'm looking forward to it. So we're deep into prep mode for that one. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my medium here. This is our last petal. Come in. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been these Pretty in Pink and Melon Mambo are a little bit different shades of pink in here. So I am going over the Melon Mambo with the pink, with the Pretty in Pink, just to get more of the similar tone in there. All right, what do you guys think? Do you like it? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put my lids back on, and we're going to grab our greens, and we're going to do a leaf. Okay, so for this one, I am using Granny Apple Green, Dark, Light, and Lemon Lime Twist Light. So there's 3 color greens. So for the leaves, what I try and do is imagine where the light is hitting it. So I think the light's going to be hitting it right up in here, and then it'll be a little bit darker here and a little bit darker here. So I'm going to take my dark Granny Apple Green, that's my darkest color, and I'm going to just go right in here where I think it's going to be the darkest. Okay, maybe extend that up a little bit in here. And then I'm going to take my medium tone, which is my light Granny Apple Green. I'm going to extend that out. Okay. And then come in with my Lemon Lime Twist, which is drying out on me. I use this a lot. Need to buy more. Okay, and there you go. See how using 3 colors just makes it pop a little bit more? Okay, we are getting there. So let me put these away. Granny Apple Green. I need water. Talking too much all day. Okay. So I'm going to stamp our sentiment on here. So I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy, and I'm just going to give that a good emboss. I don't know where I have my tweezers somewhere, and I don't know what I did with them. Okay, I'm using Thanks from Simply Said. So I like the font here. And then for the inside, I'm going to use You're Pretty Wonderful from the Mixed Labels. And this die cut is also from the Mixed Labels die cut. So those are currently available now. You don't have to wait till May 6th if you want to buy those. Okay, and I'm going to bring in my Versamark, which I need to re-ink. Okay. I feel so out of touch. It's been so long since I've done a video. It feels like it's been forever. Okay, and then we're just going to stamp that down. And I really do need my tweezers for this because I'm going to end up burning my hands. I honestly don't know what I did with them. I don't see them in any of my little kits. They got to be around. But, so I'm going to have burnt hands. Burnt hands. Okay, so all we're going to do, again, have your tweezers. It's much easier than what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick some white embossing powder on here. Give it a good flick. Do leave a comment if you're here watching me. Okay. And gun. Okay, so I am just going, I'm have to go off camera because my gun won't reach. Let me see if I can get it over here. No, the dogs have tangled it all up. So I'm just going to be off camera for 1 second and just heat it up. I'm just getting this warm. Okay, sorry, you can't watch me do this. Oh, it's burning my hands. It gets hot. Let me tell you. Ouch. So you can see how it's half done? I gotta turn it around. Alright, there we go. That just makes it pop. I love heat embossing. It's one of the things that I just can't. I just love it. Okay, so let's get going. So what I'm going to do, I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white with a regular card base of basic white. This is just 4 1/4 by, no, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We are just going to glue this straight down right on top of here. Okay, so let's do that first. Let's see, do I have any glue? I got out a new glue so you guys don't have to see me struggle, but let's see. This folder is phenomenal, but it is very deep groove, so you do have to hold it for a couple of minutes just to get it down. Oops. Okay. If you guys are watching from YouTube, please let me know. I don't seem to be getting any comments from YouTube. I'm afraid it might not be working. Okay. I have ink everywhere. Oh my goodness. All right, so now we need to decide. So on my original card, I did the pink frame. I think we're going to do white here and put this in the middle. What do you guys think? Is that going to be nice? And we'll pop this one up. I think that'll work. Oh, look, I got junk on my... I see a need for embellishments. I got glue on here. Okay, it's coming off. Yay! Oh boy. So what are you up to, guys? What have you been up to? I've been working. Work, work, work. It's getting to be time to open up our trailer, which is going to be exciting. Can't wait. I love going up there for the weekends in the summertime. Okay, I'm going to put one more little piece on here. I'm still using this. We're almost done. You're on YouTube, so I'm working. Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much for going and checking. That's wonderful. Okay. So we're just going to stick these off. So that's that monster piece of dimensionals, which I'm almost through. It's from one of the paper pumpkins. Like, look at how big this is. Our normal size is this big. Look at it, it's huge. I'm almost done it. That's an accomplishment in itself. Okay, so what have you been up to, Kathy? Hopefully you're doing well. Are you excited about catalog launch next week? And we can buy whatever we want. We're not limited. Okay, so we're gonna stick this. I'm off the camera. That's not very good. Hi, Betty. How are you? Oh, I'm glad you like the flowers. Okay, so we're gonna stick this. This is really hard. You guys are far away from me. I can't see if I'm straight or not. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this piece. Again, at the beginning of the video, I showed you how to make that. And I'm going to stick this on the inside. So I'm going to glue that down flat. And put it in. Did you guys get hit by the storm yesterday? Hopefully not too bad. I'm just going to hold it down because it's going again on the embossed panel, which is really, you need to allow the glue to get contact with that. Okay, and then I think we're just going to stick this just like that, up a little bit, and that just like that. What do you guys think? Do you like it? You're going to have to tell me which one you like the best. Okay, so when we're gluing this, we want to make sure it doesn't go off the side. Okay, so we're going to hold it here. So I want to put dimensionals kind of on this part and this part of that flower, and then I'll put glue on the rest of them. And put glue on here, 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 and there. Okay. So again, this is a flower from the upcoming gallery blooms. You should see the DSP that goes with this. The DSP that goes with this set is stunning. I'll show it to you another week. I didn't use the DSP for this card. I just used the stamp set and the dies. Yeah, Guelph got it pretty bad. Was your daughter's place okay, Kathy? I know she's in Guelph. I think she's downtown, which is where they got hit quite badly with all the old, beautiful trees. Okay, I'm just going to chop that off because I don't want it hanging out the bottom. And we're just going to glue this here. So I'm going to put a dimensional at the top and then glue along the outside. Okay, just so that it has some, oh, I got two here. Just so it has some support. And then we will put glue around the rest of it. And we are almost done. Just like that. Okay, so the only thing that we have left to do is to add some embellishments. I'm going to move these over so I have these for my next card. Which one do you like better? The outside frame or the inside frame? So again, I made this background at the same time. Okay, I'm just going to grab my embellishments. I'm going to use, aren't these gorgeous? Love them. These are, I don't know, can you guys see them? There's some gold in there. So they are Strawberry Slush, which is a new in color, and Pretty in Pink, and then there's the clear with just the gold on them. So, do we want to use clear with gold? No, we want to use, let's use the light pink, but let's use the Pretty in Pink. Okay, we'll just stick that there. And let's do a small one. up there. Okay. So I left the inside blanks. I typically do. You haven't asked her? Oops. You've been busy. That's okay. I typically leave the inside blanks. This one I just did a cute little flower on the inside. And then whoever I decide to leave it to, then I'll do the inside, just so that it's kind of specific to the person that I'm sending it to. And I'll do the same with this one. I'm just going to leave this one blank as well. So let me know which one you prefer, the inside color or the outside color. I think they're both pretty, and you kind of get 2 cards with one. All right. Yay, I made it. And I actually didn't mess up. I'm actually awake. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sorry that I have been absent for a couple of weeks. My day job has just been insane, but I made it tonight and I can't wait. I should be with you next week as well. And oh no. Oh yes, I will be with you next week. It's Thursday that I can't do. My son has his last spring concert of the year is next Thursday. And of course, he told me this morning. So I had already scheduled our team meeting. So we are going to reschedule our team meeting to have it another day so that I can attend my son's concert. So you like the inside, but both are pink. You like this one with the Kathy with the pink on the inside? Oh, you're not. You like this one? I forgot that I'm not on my desktop anymore. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week and you take care. Okay. Stay safe and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.